Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing a face. Just a face. We're going to draw the head, give it hair, give it an expression, and yeah, just see if we do good. We're gonna not erase either. I was gonna use a pen, I left them over there, so we're just gonna use a pencil, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. We're going to draw my character Lost. He is a goblin, and he is, well, lost. He's always perpetually lost and has a confused expression on his face. I do not remember how to draw a confused expression, but we're going to find that out today. He also has a little thingy on the top of his head. I do not remember what those are called. They give them to anime characters. His is going to be pointing in the direction that he wants to be going in. And it's almost always going to be pointing backwards because he never goes the right way. Because, well, he's lost. He doesn't really have a story yet. I haven't come up with a story for him. He just kind of exists. And he's always perpetually lost. I plan on drawing him quickly and kind of shittily in the background of lots of my drawings, and when I make comics I'm gonna put him in the background because, well, he's lost. He's just kind of everywhere. Alright, this could be a little higher up right here. He's got a little wider chin because he's supposed to be more of a cute-ish character, so I want to give him a wider chin. Also, I've decided right now that no, I will be erasing, but just not a lot. I did grab this eraser beforehand, but that was just because it was sitting on my sketchbook. All of my stuff sits on my sketchbook. Here's my other stuff right here. I'm just sitting on the floor too, by the way. This is just a rug. What are we doing? Oh, now we need to give him this. I don't know if I'll give him a neck. I might give him a neck just because, I mean, I can. He has not really much decided about his character besides the fact that he's lost and he has a puzzled expression. I know I want to give him bangs that somewhat cover his eyes, and I want to give him long-ish hair. But everything else, I'm not really sure about. Like his clothes, he doesn't have regular clothes right now, so I'm not going to give him any in the strong. He's just going to be a floating head. But we are going to have to do the circles because, well, he is a goblin, so he does have to have the same. Those are not even. He does have to have the same goblin-esque traits that Wimp does, who is another one of my characters. Because she is a goblin, and she is how I'm basing what goblins have. So this wasn't a perfect circle, and these are two different sizes. But they have, eyes like that, little slit eyes, kind of like a cat's eyes. Because they are predators and they are low to the ground, and I have no idea if that is actually why cats have eyes like that, but I think it is. I'm pretty sure they have eyes like that because they are low to the ground. It lets them focus on things way farther away, and like it lets them adjust their what's blurry and what's not blurry, like when they're focusing and stuff. I could be wrong about this. I don't remember. I learned that so long ago in like fucking elementary school. I'm not in elementary school anymore. So I could be wrong about all that. So we might have to change the reason that their eyes are like that some other time, or we might have to just change their eyes overall. I don't know. But at the moment, that's why. They're predators and they're short, so they're close to the ground, and they can track you from afar, and some other random bullshit I don't know. We can pretend like we know, and then we can sound super smart. Yes. Yes, I should just say all this information super confidently and just be confidently wrong. Okay, the eyes are too small, but that is a good place for the eyes, I think. So let us make the eyes bigger. Because, well, he's got a big head. He's got a big head, he's got to have big eyes. Okie dokie. That's fine for now. How do you do a puzzled expression? I think he has the little, like, that mouth, the little, like, you can barely even see that, the little cat mouth, like Wimp does, but he's puzzled right now, so how do I give him that and make him puzzled? See, that just looks wrong. It's incorrect. I think if I was why am I doing an accent? I think if he was at an angle, now my voice sounds weird, I could get away with doing that. But he's not at an angle right now, so I don't want to do that. I think we're going to omit I don't even know what the word omit means. I think we're going to not use that. We're just going to go, ooh, he's lost. He's like, oh, he's puzzled. How do you do puzzled? Let me think for a sec. Alright, what exactly does my face look like? Not like a puzzled expression. I think my face just looks angry when I'm thinking, because I went to do a thinking pose, and just my eyebrows go down and my eyes scrunch and my nose scrunch. I think that's just angry, isn't it? How do you do confused? I don't know. Do not know. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and do his eyes. He can just be looking, staring at us blankly. He shall just be beautiful. I didn't mean to say beautiful, but whatever. Alright. Why am I doing an accent again? How do I don't know, dude. I just constantly throw on random accents when recording because that's what I do when I talk to myself. And that's just what I do. I say random words, random phrases, change to a different accent because I change it to one that would make the words better. Right. Boom. Okay, that's fine. He's got a little bit of an eyelash. That's fine. Might give him eyelashes. I don't know. I don't exactly know because I don't know how I'm going to do the eyes. They do have the big giant eyes like this. He has the big eyes like Wimp does because he's confused and wondrous or whimsical or something. I don't know. Normal goblins will not have eyes like this. They will have these slits, but they will have more aggressive shaped eyes like this. Something closer to that. Not that exactly, but they will have something closer to that because normal goblins are pissed. I guess we could try and give him something similar to that, maybe? Something similar to that effect. But he's still a wondrous... I don't know the words. I should really open a dictionary. But he's still a curious... He's friendly. He's friendly. He's a friendly guy. He's not going to attack you. He's not going to really do anything. He probably is not even going to interact with you. He's looking for something. I don't know what he's looking for, but he's looking for something. No, that just makes him... That one makes him look more aggressive and angry, and that one just makes him look like he has a black eye. I think we're going to move on to the hair. We're going to leave his eyes just blank for now. We're going to move on to the hair because, well, it'll be easier. Got to sharpen my pencil. Alright. I actually did that behind my back. I took the pencil sharpener and did it behind my back so it would be less loud. because I did it in front of the video once and it was very, very loud. Alright, so how exactly are we doing the hair? Well, we're going to try and do very loose, long strands without too much thought behind them. He might end up looking a little bit like a girl on accident. It's going to be what it is. Because I'm drawing this. I'm actually going to add his ears first, but I'm going to draw the hair like how I usually draw girl hair. But it's fine. Alright. We're gonna try to keep it a little shorter. Those two longer strands right there, I don't want him to have longer strands. I did that because I wasn't really thinking, and I'm used to adding that to characters with long hair, is giving them bits that come, well, in front of their hair. But, he has shorter hair. I don't think I want to give him that. Because, well, I think it would just be better without that. That ear is kinda long, but I think it's fine. I have trouble scaling my characters up. When I'm used to drawing them at, like, the same size, I try to scale the character up, but then I, like, don't know how to scale everything to that size of the character. Because I'm just used to drawing everything the same size, and sometimes I mess it up. Okay, he's got two different ears. I don't know, I kind of like them both. That one's more skinny, that one's more round. Alright. We're going to go like that, go like that. We're going to try to make this one rounder like this, but I don't really know. Alright. Boom. Okay, that's fine. It's not perfect or anything, but I think it's fine. We're not actually going to erase it yet because I'd like to get all the lines in where we want them first, because we only have a big eraser, so anything we erase is going to erase the whole area. So I'd just like to know where everything is going to go first. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. That hurt. That's fine. I'm fine. Alright, I don't exactly remember how to do ears. It's been a while since I've actually detailed the inside of an ear. So, sure, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember how to detail the inside of an ear. It's been quite a while since I've done that. But we're just kind of doing some scribbles, getting some stuff in here. It's fine. Now let's get his hair in here. I also did just realize I forgot to do his nose. That's fine. I can do his nose after. Now that I think about it, I actually want to do his hair last, because I don't plan on doing a second go over of his hair. It's going to look like whatever it looks like. Alright. Let's erase these lines and make them look all nice and pretty. Get rid of the sketch lines, the ones in the face too, the ones out there. Then we'll actually erase the entire head right here, possibly even this. We can always add that line back if we need it. And there we go. Now everything that doesn't need to be there is erased. We can draw the hair without having to worry. And now we just gotta detail the ears. Boom and boom. Now, how do we do this again? Go here. I remember there being like a Y at one point I did that. or like some weird shapes. Like, you can do weird shapes in the air, I think. I don't remember, it's been so long. Back when I was drawing frickin' elves all the time. Alright, there we go. Go like this, there, this. Yeah, that's closer to what I wanted to do. Right there. Then this and that. That's much closer to what I wanted to do. They both kind of look, I don't know the word. Not the best, but it's not terrible. Okay, now we're gonna add in the eyes. Or actually, let's go ahead and give him a nose first. Right. I do want him to have kind of a larger, much more pronounced nose because, well, he is a goblin. He's supposed to have that. The male goblins have large noses, while the female goblins have smaller ones. That's why Wimp has a smaller-ish nose. Well, he has a larger one. That was on the wrong side. I meant to put that underneath. I did not mean to. I don't even like that mouth. What if we went something more like this? Yeah, whatever. We can keep that for now. His nose, I'm also realizing I accidentally drew his nose at an angle. He is facing us. His nose would not be at an angle. That's fine. That's not a huge deal. That's just a little whoopsie that I'm not even actually going to bother to fix. Because I don't think the nose actually looks bad. It is at an angle. It is technically incorrect, but I don't think it looks bad, so. Alright. There we go, just shade in the eyes, which actually I'm giving him much larger pupils than Wimp has. That was not intentional, I'm just accidentally doing that, but I think I am actually going to give him larger pupils because he is more curious. No, he's not more curious than Wimp, but he's much less experienced than Wimp. Much more childlike. That'd probably be a better word to describe him. Alright. And I immediately shrunk his pupil back down to normal size. That wasn't intentional. I was even trying to make it larger and I made it smaller. Alright. Go like that. Shade it in. And, those are mostly the same size. I'd like this to be even. It's not even in his mouth or on his face. It's not even. Alright. There we go. I'm actually surprised I didn't erase like a bunch of stuff I didn't need to right there. And now we just have his hair. That's it. His eyes are a little different. This one's a little more closed because I accidentally drew that line not as bubbled up. I think it's fine. Let me think for a second, because I want to think about his hair before I put it down, because like I said, I'm not doing another layer of his hair. I am just doing one, so I want to do it right. So he's got bangs that I want to kind of cut off here, but since I am doing it in this style, I think I'm actually fine with it going down further. Like this far. I think that's really as far as I actually want to go. But I also want to remember that with this specific style, I want to also curl hairs up. I don't just want them to go down. I want some of the hairs to go up. Because, well, I think that just looks good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give him that point on his head right now. Where is it pointing right now? That way. He should be going that way. Is he going that way? Nuh-uh. He's going this way. Alright, we're going to erase that. We're allowed to erase that. Alright, I make the rules here, so I get to decide what I can and can't erase. Alright, so I did want to give him longer-ish hair, like down to his shoulders, kind of. Now this is where doing the hair like this does become slightly, I'd say, more difficult, kind of. Because it can, I always accidentally make it look way too uniform or way too messy. It's supposed to look messy, but it's also still supposed to look like there's some, like, order to it. Alright. There we go. Now, I don't remember how to draw the top of the hair like this, like in this style necessarily. Because I did this a long time ago, and I don't really look at pictures with this style. Actually, I don't look at much art in general, probably. That isn't animations. Alright, now we'll go like that. There. And the top of his hair, messy to all hell. I think that's fine. I meant to connect those lines. That's also one issue that I do have when I do this, is sometimes I mean to connect two lines and I don't connect them. Alright. This doesn't look terrible. It looks good. It looks decent. The top of the head, definitely not the best thing I've ever drawn. I did that backwards. But, it's not bad. He's got messy hair. He was meant to. The chin's a little off. I think I did just make his face unproportional. I think I made his face too big for his proportion, or for his, what's it called? Eyes. But, overall, it doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my signature on it. Do my signature like we're doing the hair. Boom, boom, boom. See you next time. Bye.